Dino, would you like to start off the vlog for us? Well, hello! On today's episode of unflattering hairstyles and unflattering angles. Hi, welcome back to my channel. Happy NaNoWriMo Day 17. If you're new here, hi, my name's Katie. I'm an author and an editor. I have 5 books out currently. My 6th book, Wicked Souls, comes out December 7th. That's the 2nd book in my series, The Marionettes, and we're writing book 3 for NaNoWriMo. This is my 2nd channel. We're doing daily vlogs over here. I hope you guys aren't sick of hearing the intro. I'm trying to get it out quickly. Yeah, hi, welcome back. It's another NaNoWriMo day. It's a Wednesday. It's in the morning. I'm having a slow start. I still get up at 7 every day, but the last couple of days I've just had trouble like getting myself moving and like motivated, and like I get up and then I'm just like not doing anything productive. I don't know. So I scheduled some sprints for the channel, this afternoon. I'm gonna go live at 1, so hopefully that'll help me get some work done and help me focus because I'm just struggling right now. I'm actually gonna, I think, work out. I think that'll wake me up and maybe help me focus a little bit. Yeah, I did get some stuff done this morning. I've been editing videos this morning and I started writing. We wrote like 200 words this morning. That's about it. So I really want to get the nano word count at least done today because I only wrote like 100 words yesterday, so I would like to kind of get back into it. And then I also want to get a decent chunk of Wicked Souls proofread today because I honestly haven't worked on that in a couple of days, and I want to just finish that because then I can send it to my audiobook narrator and potentially get arcs up for people on Patreon, because I feel bad if I don't get that done, but it's just not ready yet. So anyway, we're hoping to get some good stuff done this afternoon during the live. Currently the book, we're at 30,367 words. I have no idea what the word count is supposed to be today. I think we're still ahead. I think we're still okay. Using these little toes. There we go. I'm sorry. I should have let you be in the frame. I guess we can answer some questions while we're sitting here. With 2 of the 6 re-releases of her first 6 albums, which album are you hoping will be next, or which song are you looking forward to hearing Taylor's version of? For Taylor Swift, obviously. So I've seen all the theories from fans, and most people seem to think Speak Now is going to be next, and I have been pretty convinced by those theories. That seems the most plausible for me with all of her Easter eggs and stuff. However, I don't know if you guys watched her interviews and stuff when Red came out and she dropped all of these Alice in Wonderland Easter eggs. So I'm like, is that Wonderland from 1989? Like, what did that mean? So which one am I hoping to get next? I know it's not going to be Reputation, but that's the one that I'm the most looking forward to. I don't even think she can record Reputation yet because it hasn't like passed the needed amount of time yet. I don't think it would be Debut. I would be surprised if it was Debut. So it's gotta be Speak Now or 1989. I'm thinking it's gonna be Speak Now. Yeah, and I can't really pick and choose between her albums because I like them for different reasons. And I've been surprised with each release of her version how much I've liked it. So I'll take whatever she'll give me. Which song am I looking forward to hearing Taylor's version of? I'm really excited to hear the vault tracks for sure. Off of Speak Now, I'm excited to hear Better Than Revenge. Off 1989, I'm excited to hear All You Had to Do Was Stay because I love that song. And yeah, I'm particularly excited to hear some vault tracks from Reputation. I'm worried because it's like a later album. For some reason I have a feeling like she doesn't have that many, but I hope she has lots. I definitely have a bias in this question since I want to read all of the books in the Marionette series like now. Thank you, I appreciate that. But it's a good strategy insight question too. Since the first book did so well for you and definitely hope it continues to perform well in book 2, why aren't you choosing to prioritize this series publication and capitalize on it instead of losing the momentum by saying months of delay between the next books? No. Oh man, I think my memory card's gonna fill up. No, I need time to answer this question. Hold on. Okay, we're good. Different angle because I think the lighting is a lot better this way. No grievance towards the person who asked this question whatsoever. I've gotten a lot of variations of this, but what are you talking about? Oh, what do you mean why am I not choosing to prioritize this series? I have been writing these books non-stop for the last year, since last October. I have been living, breathing, sleeping this series. I have not rested. Like, I could not write these books faster if I tried. I could not be prioritizing these books more if I tried. Like, I have book 1 and book 2 coming out 3 months away from each other instead of like a typical year between books in a series. Like, I am doing these as quickly as humanly possible. Trying to do it any faster would make me burn out. without a doubt. So I am prioritizing the series, absolutely, and months of delay is just how long it takes me to write the books. They're long books with complicated plots. It takes me time. I need time. And I also am really enjoying this series, and I love writing these books, and I don't want to rush through them for the sake of getting them out faster, because then that ruins my enjoyment of getting to experience this series. Like, I want to take my time with them as much as I can and enjoy writing each of the books. So I'm realizing you can see my recycling in the background. This isn't a really cute angle, but yeah, no, I am prioritizing this series. I'm getting it out as fast as I possibly can without letting the quality suffer or letting my mental health and my enjoyment of writing them suffer. So yeah, like, no shade to the person who has this whatsoever. If you're talking about like why I'm talking about having books potentially come out in between those releases with this series, is because I need to take a break between drafts to get distance enough to edit them anyway, and I just like to be working on things in those breaks. So I'm either gonna take that break and work on nothing, or take that break and work on another book. So the time would be the same either way. As we talked about being a workaholic lately, do you ever like get on vacation, don't write at all for a few weeks or something like that? I try. Usually when I go visit my parents, during like the weekends and stuff when I'm hanging out with them, that's my ultimate vacation time, because it's harder for me to write when there's like a bunch of people around and stuff like that. I take more vacations from client work, where I have like a week or two where I don't work on any client work, and that's what I really feel like I need a vacation from. I often don't feel like I need a vacation from writing, because it's my job, but it's also my hobby. Like, it's also what I do for fun. Also, how do you figure out the looks of your protagonists? Do you draw them or let somebody draw them? I don't have any artists right now who have created my characters. I would love to see that in the future, but I don't know. I base my characters, descriptions and stuff off of my own personal preferences as a reader. Like, I personally don't like super descriptive books, and I also just like don't see a point. If someone describes their character to a T, like they have a sharp nose and high cheekbones and this shape of eye and this shape of face, I'm not gonna remember any of that as a reader. That's not gonna make me picture your character any more vividly. Like, I read all of that and my eyes gloss over, and I'm gonna picture your character how I picture them either way. So when I give descriptions of my characters, I don't go like super in detail like that, because I don't find that helpful as a reader. So like Meredith from the Anti-Virginity Pact is petite, and she dresses really modestly, and she's pale, and she's got really blonde hair. Joanna Palmer from the Anti-Relationship Bureau has like this crazy red hair. Valerie Darkmore from the Marionettes has dark hair, she has dark eyes, and I picture her to be more like mid-size, muscular, she's got some curves, and she's described as her friends being smaller than her. And that's how I picture them, but I give them like a little bit of detail, and I know the readers are going to fill in the rest and picture them how I'm going to picture them. Even if I described them down to like the very last detail of how I'm picturing them in my head, readers are still going to picture them differently than I am. So I don't know. I know that was kind of a tangent off of your question, but I've gotten similar questions. I'm trying to piece together parts of different first draft versions of the same book, hoping to end up with a completed and somewhat coherent first draft someday. Any advice on doing this? Is it even possible? Any input would be greatly appreciated. I mean, it's for sure possible. It's hard to give advice because I don't know exactly what you mean by like different parts of a first draft. It sounds like you might need to, you're like trying to like Frankenstein all of this together, and it sounds like you might need to just like open a fresh document. You can still keep the other ones open and like pull from them if you need to, but it sounds like you might just need to start from the beginning again and work your way through. You might be like overcomplicating it by like trying to like piece it all together. I would write an outline of everything that you want to happen in the new draft, of all of the pieces that you want to connect, and lay it all out for yourself before you start trying to like move pieces around. That's what I do for every new draft when I'm revising. I make an outline of everything ahead of time, and that's like my game plan. Okay, so the person who asked about the newsletter in the previous video, you also have Wix. Yeah, they've got tons of templates for the newsletter and stuff. I've used the templates before, but I've also just spent like hours one day putting together my template, and then I reuse it for each newsletter. So I think just like practicing and playing around in there until you kind of get the hang of how it works and find a setup that works for you. And you're gonna have to dedicate like a lot of time to creating it the first time, but then you can just copy it each time you need to send out a newsletter and use that same format. But yeah, they got tons of templates and stuff that you can use in there. And then the last question that I'm seeing on the most recent blog that I posted like an hour ago is, do people pirate your books and how do you deal with it? Yes, piracy is a really big issue, and it's the most frustrating thing about being an author, and honestly thinking about it makes me want to scream or cry and never publish a book again. Like it's so frustrating and infuriating, and it's like not even something I can have a level-headed conversation about. It's just this helpless feeling, and that's why it's so frustrating, because there are measures that you can take to get things taken down, like cease and desist, but you will never be able to squash it out entirely, because it's like playing whack-a-mole. Like, you get one taken down and another one pops up, and you just cannot force people to be respectful of your work and have integrity and consume your work ethically. You just can't force people to do that, and there's just, it's a really, really frustrating feeling knowing, like, as an author, these people are enjoying my work, but they couldn't care less about me as a person. They don't care if I get compensated for my work. They don't care if they are harming my career. They don't care if they're harming my livelihood, and they're still getting enjoyment out of the work that I created. That the only thing that brings me comfort is that I believe in karma in this situation. That's all I got. Hello. Dean finally woke up. He didn't move for the entire time we were on that sprint. I don't know what's going on. It's now a little after 3. We were on there for a little over 2 hours, and I think I'm done for the day. I got a little over 2,000 words written for the new book, so we're now at 32,000-ish. I also did quite a bit of proofreading for Wicked Souls, among other things, so that was super productive. That was super helpful. I'm gonna take a break, get up. I'll probably work on Wicked Souls a little bit more later, because I want to like update the document with the changes that I made in here. But I think we're done with the nano stuff for today. I'm glad that we got 2,000 words or so done. That was helpful. I needed that little like kick in the butt. I was struggling to be productive this morning. No.